Now, how does this all work together? Say, for instance, you've got a salary income of 250,000 Rand, and you're already taken into account for tax purposes, retirement funds and such like are limited to, for instance, and donations, medical and everything, comes to, say, 50,000. Therefore, your taxable income will be 200,000, and you've paid your tax on the 200,000 already. You've already paid, for argument's sake, say you taxed at an average tax rate of 20% on that. You would have already paid 40,000 Rands worth of income tax on that 200,000, and that would have been deducted as PAYE and paid over to SARS already. Now, if at the same time you have a trade happening on the side, and the trade can be really anything that you've got passion for, and that trade, for argument's sake, generated you over the course of the year, say, a figure of 5,000 Rand. That's really easily an attainable type of figure. We're talking about 400 odd Rand a month. So that's really easily attainable as far as the sideline business is concerned. And in order to be able to generate that 5,000 Rands worth of income, you needed to use a computer, you needed to use your phone. So in other words, your internet costs, your mobile phone costs, insurance costs relating to those items all come into it. If you needed to rent a little bit of office space or whatever the case may be to be able to get that little business going, all of those expenses come into account. So say, for instance, you got your 5,000 Rands worth of cash flow, and all of your expenses, as I mentioned, the wear and tear on your computer, wear and tear on the computer, wear and tear on your phone, your mobile phone costs that you're already spending money on, your internet costs that you're already spending money on. So all of those expenses that you have coming together comes to, for argument's sake, and if you think about what you're spending on your mobile phone and internet and computer and such like, and even fuel in the tank, and if you're using a room in your house that you're renting, how much rent are you paying? So it's easy that you can maybe have expenses for the year coming to, for instance, 55,000 Rands worth of expenses. So that means that this little sideline business has generated a loss of 50,000 Rand. And what happens to that loss of 50,000 Rand? Well, that loss of 50,000 Rand, you get to minus off against your 200,000 Rands worth of taxable income over there, which brings your taxable income down to 150,000 Rand. And for argument's sake, say you're still running on an average tax rate of 20%, then 20% of 150,000 Rand would be a tax rate of a tax for the year of 30,000 Rand. However, what you know already is you've already paid SARS 40,000 Rand, but your actual tax is supposed to be 30,000. Therefore, SARS needs to pay you 10,000 Rand. So